Hello everybody, my name is
Stanley
Spider-Vane.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
G814F1. Welcome back to the Stanley Parable, where we're doing a thing, and so is it. Yup. I gotta sneeze. Alright, I sneezed. Oh gosh.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting
Yeah.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
We're going
well.
this way.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh yes, we're going to the employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, I kinda wanna do this one because I didn't do it last time. But today what we're gonna do is we're gonna, not obey a lot of what he says. So yeah. Here we go. You know what?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Yeah, it sure
Look,
is.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
not
that's
sure
my escape.
Really, I'm not.
That's how I
realize that
leave.
Investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Okay.
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who are we talking about?
She's been waiting.
I'm excited. Not really. But I don't know who we're talking about. Who is this person that I'm going to meet? Am I going to meet somebody? Darkness.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I don't want to. If I unplug it.
As Stanley picked up the phone,
What?
a red light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness.
Wow.
Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yes.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You
Um,
actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How
well,
is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything.
I did it
don't
good.
understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second.
I did it
I
good.
just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not
What?
Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you've made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or you
Yeah.
do not grasp the severity of the situation. Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the
Okay.
real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
I'm scared.
Choice.
Okay.
It's the best part of being a real person. But if
Yeah.
used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
That's
For
true.
example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice.
Oh, not
He could
Stanley?
spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
Nice.
Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike
Second one?
here, the real world makes sense, and at no
Question.
time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic.
24.
If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
Hashtag Green Man.
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Practice. My goodness.
Excellent.
Alright.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part of a healthy decision-making process.
That's a great choice.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant.
Nice.
And the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay. Who is my instructor?
Ah,
Oh,
welcome
gosh.
back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
What happens if I just stay here? I want to know why there's a red forklift with one fork. Okay. Is this it for me? Is this all I have in life? Oh, I see what you're doing.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Seems fine to me. Can I get back on it? Will any of these doors open now? I want to do something other than go back home. Alright, we're gonna check every single door just to make sure. Hello. No one's home.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Uh-huh. None of these doors do anything.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I want to enter the one on my behind. Why is there a door on my behind? I don't know.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, is this supposed to be like coding and stuff? This is cool. I like this. What does it look like inside the room? Oh, it's a mess. Is this all I can do here? Okay. I guess I have to go through the one on the left.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better
There's a person in the room closet?
To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are.
I don't know where we are.
Is destroyed.
I can't see.
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
Yes.
You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Yes.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
No,
that
there's
thought
not.
hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
How did you know?
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Okay, well, he's dead.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
What?
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
behind. I don't even have a clicking option for the door anymore.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley.
What?
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Alright,
Just
now
follow
this
my
is
lead
fun.
and you'll be fine.
This game's a lot more
Right.
fun now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2
Two
open doors,
he
entered
chose the door on his
left.
right. Behind. Still can't do that. Okay.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite
Do I
sure
have
you'll
to
be
choose
up
the
to
one on the
task.
right?
Just follow my
I
lead
mean
and
left.
you'll be fine. All right.
I've even got it implanted in my
When
brain now. Go on the
Stanley
right.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That one. I'm always gonna check that one.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as...
Oh. Did the game just crash? The game may have just crashed. Hold on.
To the door on
Alright.
his left.
We're back. The game almost crashed. It's still the same. We'll go on the one on the left this time. Anything new?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Hey, Chris! I know you're in there! Chris! Oh well.
Coming to to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wow. Good game. Still doesn't even say it's a bathroom anymore.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
This is different.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
I like it a lot more.
Orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
I like potatoes! Potatoes!
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Potatoes!
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yes.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I don't want to. Just want to see her die.
Okay, fine. You're not gonna do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
He doesn't. I'm Stanley.
If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You can't be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything.
Wow.
This is more important than you can ever know.
This is sad.
I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Wow.
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
This is great.
Take as much time as you need.
Well, that was an ending. There's a cat on the desk. It's a little meow meow. It's a little key meow. Meow. Was it really? Really?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I know there's an ending where you can open door 425. Either that or this one. I don't know how to do it though. And I want to. That is not even close to the actual thing. Wait, there's spilled coffee here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
No, he
Perhaps
didn't.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley
Wow.
took the first
Yes.
open door on his left.
This room. Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't.
Or we're gonna actually pick up the phone this time.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Yes, it
is.
is.
Put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stan.
Yep, pick it up. Alright. Here we go. Here I go. Again.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
I can't do anything.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about
your day.
Well.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. You actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make
Looks
a
like
point
Twin
here,
Towers,
Stanley.
putting a lamp.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No. Alright, what do you... You say anything? No, you're just a lamp.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Creepy. Okay.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
So creepy.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing
Looks like
of
my
him,
boss's office.
and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of
Why do
his
I have a
existence.
picture of my boss's office in my house?
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
What?
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him.
Help
Except
me!
He's chosen this life.
Press I.
But in
there
his
it is.
mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic
Wait, what
adventures.
changed?
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
No. Okay.
And so he began to fantasize
no.
about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either.
Nothing changed that time.
Choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door.
Or did the floor change? Oh, the floor changed.
His decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press Y.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many
Floor
possible
changed that
paths
time.
and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Can you not help me through this?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head, he relived it again, and then again,
I never
and
looked at the
again,
lights. Maybe
over
those
and
were changing.
over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
Hate Mondays.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer.
Oh, hey, it changed.
As long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
I like that one better.
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Jay.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Good question.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I
Oh. Okay. Is that all for that? I think that is. Ooh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, man. I can choose, whiteboard ending or... the console bark. Wait, can I type that into the console as like a command? That would be cool. Alright, here we go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What happens if I don't?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's different, I think.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply, and so but eager to get back to business? Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yes, he did.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nah. Stanley went down an elevator. Stanley got scared. Stanley pet his cat. Meow.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Can I not go down any further? I want to go down further.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Oh, okay. Great.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Yeah.
It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
Sure. Sure thing, bro. I got you, family.
Let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
This doesn't look like it leads to anything. What would happen if I went on the garage door on the right? Can't go back. I can't go in any other direction, so might as well. Hello? Chris, are you in the truck?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish.
What does that say?
The whole story
I want to read it.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Employee number 1 lives right there.
Don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Wow, great. So is that a straight up ending? Can I save the game and leave now? Alright, well thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys all in the next video. This has been... all these are long. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing or whatever. If you guys have time to watch these, if you've watched it all the way through, please leave a like and comment something, anything, I don't care. Just comment. Or just comment saying, hey, I watched it. It was great, it was bad, whatever you think about the video. It was great. I'm gonna close myself in here now. I can't do that. Alright, well... bye, guys! I'm gonna save on camera. We'll save again, just to make sure. Okay. Bye, guys!